today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Returning it, John Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 65 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Or the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wentz, able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. He uncorks it for Snead. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 8 catches, 86 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, You don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 6, Chargers nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Wentz, and quickly finding Reagor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Wentz now on first down. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Bring it! This is unbelievable.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But
and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. On 3rd down, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for L.A. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Wentz now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Allen's got it over the middle. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Herbert back to the air. Able to get this to Gordon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Caught right side at Snead. The 30, 20, touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. It's Herbert. He stiff arms him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Desmond King making the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route, and they just executed that one pretty well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Wentz to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Wentz again. A screen to Bell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
On first down, Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Linval Joseph able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now an option play on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Harris has it over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Again, Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Herbert now on second down, finding Harris over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Chargers on third down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, and he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run forward with a fullback, Sherman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Gordon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They snap it to Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bell. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's got Snead. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
A 33-yard attempt.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Philadelphia, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.